Are you living for the weekend? Well, you know what? If you're living for the weekend, you need to ask yourself a better question. You need to ask, what kind of life am I designing for myself? Where you spend 5 days, Monday through Friday, anticipating and looking forward to 2 days, the weekend, that says something very bad about the way you're spending 5 out of 7 days of your life. Looking forward to the week being over with. Soon, hopefully, maybe the month will be over with. The year will be over with. My life will be over with. That is not a great lifestyle by design. Hi, my name is Keith Weinhold with Get Rich Education. I'm a writer for Forbes and the Rich Dad Advisors. You might know my voice because I'm the longtime host of the Get Rich Education podcast. So many people look forward to the weekend that they call Wednesday hump day. If you say hump day to somebody, they know what you mean. They know that that's Wednesday because hopefully this week, therefore a chapter of my life will soon be over that much sooner. That's a terrible way to live. Oftentimes, you're at a job grinding for something that you're not passionate about. Well, the good news is it doesn't have to be that way. You're there earning active income. You can be earning passive income with something like my favorite asset class, real estate. Without being a landlord or a flipper, you can learn how to go ahead and purchase the best properties in the best markets where you have a rent income that typically exceeds all of that rental property's expenses, that difference called cash flow. That's your passive income. And on each property and each door, that might only be $200 a month to get started with, but that's income that you don't have to work for. And now you're actually beginning to buy back your time, therefore buy back your life. So a lot of people ask, where did the time go? Where did the time go? But they don't really try to do anything about it. So fill your life with things that you want to fill it with. Once you have enough passive income, you don't have to work for anybody. You are financially free like I am. Being financially free, meaning you can do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it, beats being debt-free. What do most people in the debt-free school of thought do? They grind at something they're not passionate about, and by age 64, they might have all their debts paid off, but they've got a bad back and they have a life full of experiences that weren't nearly as rich as they wanted them to be because they didn't know where their time went. Well, they know really that it went to a job, something that they're not passionate about. They just don't want to tell you that oftentimes. Learn how to be financially free, design a better life for yourself. And I actually wrote a book that I'm giving away for free in the electronic version that tells you just how to do this. In the paper version, it's only 80 pages. I think it's even shorter in the electronic version because I wanted to keep the book brief and easy to read. You can invest in real estate for passive income without being a landlord or flipper, and you don't need any special skill or certification or formal education. Do the same thing I've done. Check out the free ebook at GetRichEducation.com. It's really just never been any easier than that. Again, I'm Keith Weinhold. Thanks so much for stopping by.
71% of Americans aren't saving enough for retirement. It's going to get worse as people live longer, and you need to start thinking differently. But you can't lose your time. Real estate is the investment vehicle that's made more ordinary people wealthy than anything else. Keith Weinhold of Get Rich Education is host of one of America's top investing shows, Disrupting Wall Street. He's an international best-selling author, a writer for Rich Dad Advisors, and has been an active income property investor since 2002. He has created thousands in passive monthly income for countless followers, and now he has a free book, The 7 Principles for Creating Wealth in Your Life. Get your copy now at GetRichEducation.com/book. That's GetRichEducation.com/book. Because invest in what produces income for you now and later. Keith Weinhold is your guy. Sign up now at GetRichEducation.com/book.